Inductor classic, guys. This I don't think you understand the disastrous Wi-Fi I just had. The show was not going to happen, so I'm going to get onto the phone, onto my internet, and we're taking them to Siberia. So basically, there is going to be a break-off between my internet, Neong, Conor Gallagher, and I think it's Jenny Azikwe, the AFCON referee. So there's going to be a break-off. So my thing could win the breakdown. So put that to one side. We are here. We're taking it back old school. So guys, let's hit those like buttons, guys. Let's get to 100 likes. Guys, let's get to 100 likes up in this piece. Let's get to 100 likes up in this piece. Your boy is here. I'm back. I'm going to give it to you. So guys, we're going to go in detail because guys, this is old school. This is old school half up. So guys, please like the vid, subscribe if you're new, and please feel free to send in any super chats, any thoughts, views, or anything you want to have. As I break things down, feel free to send in those Dubinskis and those super chats. That is how you help this show, and your donations really help this show to grow and help me to do this as a freaking job and helps me to pay that internet bill that doesn't deserve to be paid. So we're going to talk about PSG detail because guys, this is old school. So guys who've been watching me for a long time, we're going back old school into the detailed of the analysis. We'll have the hangout on Wednesday, but this is going old school. So we're going to talk PSG. We're going to talk City, and guys, I'm leaving the best till last, which is Felix, because I have so much to say about the Felix and Barca thing. I'm leaving out the best till last. So guys, buckle up because it's going to get real. So I have an announcement to make here, and this might shock some of you. I hereby disband Ousmane Dembele FC. Ousmane Dembele FC is over. So I disbanded Eden Hazard FC. I believe due to certain substances, Pogba FC has been disbanded. And the next institution to fall is Ousmane Dembele FC. Mbappe has a dream. And his dream is to achieve something that would further certify his legacy. You see, to get into the Messi conversation, the Cristiano conversation, you need to win either the UCL or the World Cup. But here's the thing. You see, Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, these are guys in a very, very social pool. Throw in Pirlo. These are guys with a UCL and a World Cup. You see, the GOAT convo, the essential GOAT convo, you need a two-flex. You need a two-flex. Now, really, see, for a hospital, it's World Cup, but if you really want to talk about I completed football, I'm really on that Mount Rushmore, you need the greatest club trophy and the greatest international trophy. The greatest international trophy is the World Cup. The greatest club trophy is the UCL. So Mbappe has that World Cup at 19. We know he's a stud. He's already a World Cup GOAT. But he's chasing this UCL. You see, I like what Mbappe represents. But that doesn't mean that he is free from criticism. That doesn't mean that everything he does is correct and well. PSG is a joke. And they'll continue being a joke. Mbappe, you're a young man. That's one. Two, you're a player. You're a young man and you're a player. You see, when Messi won all those UCLs with Barca, was he calling the shots? Was he the manager? Was he doing the tactics? No. He wasn't doing any of those things. You see, this is Mbappe FC. He is the director of the football here. And what he says goes. These are his friends. Moane is his friend. Dembele is his friend. And now he has his mates. Because everything is done to make Mbappe happy. But you see, you don't win a UCL with your friends. You win a UCL with your teammates. Now, teammates can be friends, but not always. Teddy Sheringham and Andy Cole, they hated each other. These guys, they despised and hated each other. But they knew that come 98-99, we're trying to win a three-piece. We have to put that to the side and we've got to be good teammates. What you need in a team are great teammates. You don't necessarily need friends. You don't necessarily need friends. You just need really good teammates. The issue that I have at PSG is they're trying to make things too nice and too cuddle for PSG. Because I'm looking at this game right now. Guys, Dortmund are trash. Dortmund are horrible. Gone are the days of Lewandowski, Götze, Gundogan, a Hummels with an actual back and a spinal cord and actual Achilles heels. Because that Hummels I'm seeing, bro, that's a Zimmer frame Hummels. That's one of the Hummels that we saw in the club. They're horrible. And bro, we know how garbage Malin is. That clown at the Euros was trying to do an R9 shom leg dribble and he completely messed it up. These guys are terrible. Two of their defenders are arguably two of the worst defenders in modern football in Sewell and Schlotterbeck. Both of them are bricks. So PSG, you're going up against might probably be the worst team in this group. Because I saw the Milan-Newcastle game and you struggled. Now, nobody wants to say it, but I'll say it. He's not liked. People view him as a villain. He is not everyone's favorite cup of tea. They miss Neymar. They miss Neymar. And do PSG make that UCL final without Neymar? I'll wait. No, I'll wait. Do PSG make that UCL? Mbappe played his role. People played the role. Marquinhos played his role. Di Maria played his role. Do PSG make that UCL final without Neymar? Because what did we all know? Talented team. But you need that defensive force. You need that shining light. You need that shining beacon. Of course, Mbappe is important. But a Neymar at his best is how PSG win the UCL. Because if Neymar is fully fit, which was the issue was his how ready he was. If he's fully fit, fully committed, they can win the UCL. This team that I see here, this collective, City will rip them to bits. Manchester City will rip these guys to bits. Because what I see here they're a decent team. I don't see winners here. But more so, this is what is dangerous. I call Mbappe the World Cup winner at 19. That was amazing. Pogba was crucial. I'm not his biggest fan. And you know how much I'm not his biggest fan. Giroud was crucial. Kante was crucial. That it wasn't just Mbappe. Mbappe played a massive role as a 19-year-old. He was huge as a teenager. But Mbappe didn't call the shots in that team. He was a cog in a very well-constructed wheel. What I'm seeing at PSG, because it's an immature club, it's a club that is highly unprofessional. It's a club that is not very well run. And it's a club that constantly shows its lack of history and heritage. Everything is dependent on Mbappe. You can see everything goes through Mbappe and is heavily reliant on Mbappe. Bro, we know what Mbappe did at France, but that France team is a super talented team. And Didier Deschamps knows how important Mbappe is, but Didier Deschamps is still constructing a team. The issue I see here is Mbappe or bust. And Mbappe, you're playing a very dangerous game. Because I see how the story may end. Because I'm looking at this right now. PSG, am I sure they make it through this group? They may make it through this group based on their talents. They didn't win this game because they were better than Dortmund, because they played better than Dortmund. They won this game because they're just more talented than Dortmund. And their individual talent said, what's up? Hakimi, that is a player that Dortmund used to have and they no longer have. His individual brilliance led to that goal. That was the difference. We look at how they won the penalty. That was just Mbappe. Quick, Ousmane Dembele caught down, boom. But again, I'm sorry, Kolo Muani, he ain't it. For me, I think Gonzalo Ramos is a much better option than Muani. Yes, he had a good 2 games of the World Cup. And yes, he may have done well in the Bundesliga. I still feel Ramos is a superior player to your boy. Who is in there? What's it called? Ousmane Dembele. Bro, right foot and left foot can only go so far. Yes, he's ambidextrous. Yes, and everything, but right foot and left foot can only go so far. Right foot and left foot can only go so far because Ousmane Dembele, similar to Rashford, but maybe less so, you haven't really improved. You haven't really taken your game to the next level. So all I'm seeing here is just a raw ambidextrous talent. But in terms of decision making, in terms of using your football brain, in terms of actually being effective more times than not, because I just see this guy just running into traffic. And we're gonna talk about a certain Portuguese. If you're Barcelona, phew. It's funny how things work. Remember, Barca fans were like, man, how do we replace Dembele? How do we replace Dembele? How do we replace the Dembele? If you're Barca fans right now, you're like, PSG, thank you very much. You can keep him. We are staying in Portugal. So we are done with Paris. We're saying what's up to Portugal. We've got a certain Portuguese that's trying to say what's up. So look, I mean, for me, no. There is no chance in hell that PSG win the UCL. No chance in hell. These guys run into a Bayern Munich and Man City, they will get beat. Guys, Dortmund had chances. But because they've got a complete bozo fruit seller known as Malin in attack, they could hardly do anything. So, but I'm sorry, but you cannot operate like this. You need a creator. You need someone for Mbappe to play off of. Because, yes, Mbappe played a really nice pass to Ramos that was unfortunately offside. Mbappe ain't Neymar. Neymar ain't Mbappe. Mbappe is a certain kind of a player. He's a certain impact player. What these guys are missing is a Geppetto, a guy who pulls strings. Now, we thought that was going to be Messi and really Neymar, but again, it didn't really work out. But what Messi is able to do, what a Neymar is able to do, Mbappe really cannot do. And that's creative force is what is the difference between advancing from that quarter and that semi. Because come that quarter and semi, when PSG face a real team and it's a tight game, it's 1-1, someone needs to say, what's up? What happens? We also what Neymar did against Atalanta. Because Neymar was keen saying what's up against Atalanta when they were 1-0 down and they needed someone to change the course of the game, and that was what Neymar did. So, I'm sorry, man. It ain't it, bro. For me, it ain't it. For me, for PSG, no. PSG's best chance to achieve their Champions League dream was with Neymar. Now, if only he was... What if only, shoulda, woulda, coulda, if only he was fully fit, if only he was more committed, if only he fully applied himself, who knows? Because if Neymar was fully fit all through the time, PSG are UCL winners. They're UCL winners. And this is my last thing, and I'll move on to the next topic. I just feel that the people surrounding Mbappe is getting too much. And I'll say something that may shock people here. The best and worst thing that happened to Mbappe was winning that World Cup at 19. It's an amazing thing because it's historic. And he's now in World Cup history. And I remember where I was when he dropped a 2-piece on Argentina as a 19-year-old. I remember. So it will always be an amazing thing. But why it's a bad thing is too much success too early. You see, for Pele, he did that in 1958. It was a different world. But doing it in 2018 in the social media era, in the marketing era, I feel Mbappe's ego, like, who can say anything to Mbappe now? Because Mbappe's like, no, I'm a 19-year-old World Cup winner. And I'm also a Golden Boot winner as well. So, and if you combine that with how unprofessional PSG are and how much of a lack of football heritage they are, you get an Mbappe FC. You don't get this at Real Madrid. You see, Perez said to Cristiano, you've scored more goals than games. You are the greatest Champions player of all time. But Real Madrid is bigger than you. So if Perez can say to Cristiano, the greatest Champions player of all time, one of the greatest club players the game has ever seen, if Perez can say the club is bigger than you, what the hell will Perez say to Mbappe? Hence why I always say that Mbappe at PSG is horrible. It does nothing. It does him no favors. Mbappe needs to go to Real Madrid because he needs an environment to humble him, bring him down to earth, keep him focused, and to keep him professional. You don't win a UCL with your friends. You don't win a UCL in a holiday camp where everything is cool and you're having fun. You need to sweat to win a UCL. You need to suffer to win a UCL. You need to dig deep to win a UCL. It ain't no easy with your friends. You win it digging deep and fighting hard. This will not work. Sorry, it will not work. But because PSG are unprofessional, because Mbappe is bigger than PSG, I will repeat, because Mbappe is bigger than PSG and because PSG are happy for Mbappe to be bigger than PSG, this project ain't going nowhere. These guys ain't going nowhere, and Luis Enrique ain't going to change that. So let me hit this Dubinsky's and then I'll move to the next topic, man. So shout out to Football Breakdown. Thank you for the Dubinsky, man. In a final, Barca 05-06 versus City 22-23. Barca, because they'd be able to counter them. Like, City will be able to keep the ball, move the ball around. But, you see, Barca, if you just give me Dino and Etso. Between Dino and Etso, I feel that they'd be able to have that one counter, one transition, and execute. Remember, you said in a final. We also saw what those clowns did. Tweedledee and Tweedledum, Lukaku, and now Lautaro Martinez. They're the opportunities. Give 2006 Etso a sniff. Give 06 Etso any of those opportunities, it's in. Bro, Etso has scored in 3 finals. Am I wrong? Is it 3 or 2? Or is it 2? Yeah, because he scored in 06. Sorry, 2. Was it 3? No, sorry, so 2. He scored in 2 finals. Yeah, 06 and 09. So this guy knows how to score in freaking finals. This guy, he's a big game player. So trust me, the fact that Eto's on that pitch and the fact that that Rijkaard team was a very direct team, in over 2 leg City win, in a final with Dino, but specifically 06 Eto, Eto comes clutch for sure. He comes clutch. 14 UCLs. 5-a-side game. You picking Haaland or Joao Felix. So 14 UCLs, that's obviously a joke. Like, basically, I refuse to actually answer that question because that question must be a joke. I will not even stoop down to answer such a shocking question. You should feel insulted asking such a question, man. So guys, let's move to the next one now. Where are we? So I got attacked. So I got attacked when I said that Haaland being the face of football is bad for football. I got attacked and I got abused. And I was okay, it was fine. When Haaland doesn't score, does he still play well? For the streets. For the streets. When Haaland doesn't score, does he still play well? Does he still play? Oh, wait. How is the stream? Is the stream fine? Oh, refresh. I think he says refresh. Just try refreshing. Try refreshing. Try refreshing. Oh, yeah. So that's my thing there. Is can Haaland still play well if he doesn't score? Because the issue with Haaland here. Oh, so they said they're static in the mic. Is the mic better now? How is the mic now? How is the mic now? Sorry, how's the mic now? Is the mic better now? Streets, talk to me. How's the mic now? Is the mic better? Is the mic better? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. So yeah, refresh. Try refreshing the stream. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Basically, if it's fine, just try refreshing the stream. Try refreshing the stream. Let me just try refresh the stream. So, okay, refresh the stream. Just refresh that. So, guys, I've got no agenda against Haaland here, because I'm going to be fair here. Everybody has a bad day. You see, it was a bad day for Haaland. So you see, before I started. So basically, when I my prediction was he was going to score five goals. Guys, on any other day, how Haaland will score four goals. Guys, that was a 7-1. That was a 7-1. But guys, you have to now be realistic. Do you feel this is going to last? Because, guys, here's the thing. This is what makes City so scary. Do you know the amount of chances Haaland missed? I counted minimum 3 or 4 great chances that Haaland puts away last season. Haaland of last season puts away at least 2 or 3 of those chances. So think about this. The fact he didn't score all of those chances, City were still able to put down a 3-piece. That is what Pep has built. Guys, Haaland didn't show up in the UCL semi. He didn't show up in the UCL final. This isn't a team that is reliant on Haaland. And again, shout to Haaland. That Alvarez goal came from his assist. But the beauty about Man City is, if our golden goal-scoring goose doesn't score, we've got Alvarez. We've got Foden. We've got Rodri. They have goal scorers. So take out one piece, someone will gonna come through. You're having to deal with 4 or 5 psychopaths from City. Everybody can get it. Guys, City are scary. They've gotten better. Make no mistake. They have gotten better. They've improved. So, and remember what Pep said in his press conference. Pep said that winning the first is always hard. Winning the first one is always hard. Once you win the first one, it gets easier. That's what Pep said. It gets easier. Because remember, they won that UCL with Alvarez hardly featuring. Guys, Alvarez is good. You see, for me, Haaland is a better goal scorer than Alvarez. Haaland's eye for goal is generational. Haaland's eye for goal is multi-generational. I've rarely seen a guy with the kind of goal-scoring instincts that someone like Haaland has. So his goal-scoring instincts are outstanding. But guys, Alvarez is a far better player. In terms of a footballer, in terms of balance, ball control, a footballing brain, dribbling, first touch, close control, and also finishing, Alvarez is a damn player. Guys, we saw the freaking World Cup, bro. Like, once Alvarez was introduced into the team, Argentina clicked. Literally, Argentina completely clicked. So they won the UCL without Alvarez. So once Alvarez is introduced into this team, once Alvarez now forms a partnership with Haaland, you can't stop these guys. You cannot stop these guys. So the Haaland disaster class doesn't mean anything. You see, if City were a different team, that ends 1-1. Man, if only he put away all those chances, man, and everything. But Pep has always been a mindset of don't be real. You see, the mistake City were making last year was they always try to find Haaland. But what is scary right now is, okay, Haaland is having a bad day. Yo, Doko, what up? Yo, Alvarez, what up? Yo, so they are giving you different styles. And why that is dangerous is this is now a team where against any defense, any opposition, against any setup, they can get you. So, ball into the box, Haaland is there. Small play, space, pass and move, Alvarez is there. Wing play, cutting inside forward, Doku is there. Long shots, Rodri is there. City can get you in a multitude of ways. Because guys, if this same game was played 300 times, Haaland drops a 4-piece 299 times. That keeper was divine intervention. Guys, that keeper is garbage. Guys, go watch that keeper in the next game. He's garbage. Sometimes you just have those games where the ball just falls gracefully for you, and it's instinctive, bro. Like, I'm sure that keeper right now, he's having hand surgery right now. So what I saw from this City thing was, because see, it's not about Haaland's missing. What I really saw from this was, man, Alvarez, Doku. So these are two guys that hardly featured last season. Doku wasn't there, Alvarez hardly featured. And these guys have already perfectly fitted into Pep's system. So once these guys have now perfectly fitted into Pep's system, City are scary. City are scary. City are very scary. So see, my only shame here is now you see why that Cristiano goal record is so hard. Hate him all you want, abuse him all you want, call him Christina. That 17 is going to be hard to beat. Because see, I thought that for Haaland to be that 17, he had to drop at least 3 or 4 in his game. 3 or 4 in this game. So I thought he leaves his group by 11. But you see, that's because I do feel Haaland is best placed to break that 17. He's breaking the all-time Champions League record. That's happening. Although when they change the formats, you see now, when they change the formats, does it really count? I don't know. So, but that 17 in a campaign, bro, give Christian his props. Because I think, straight talk to me, he dropped 5 against some dude. I think Cristiano dropped 5 against some dude. So you'll need to drop. Haaland will need at least a 5-piece in one game to come close to that 17. He has to drop a 5-piece. So he needs to pick one of these teams to drop a 5-piece against. But for me, City are fine. Like, my thing though is Alvarez and Doku. These are the guys who I'm looking at to say, bro, these guys are good. And not only are they good, these are Pep players. You see, the way that Doku plays, the way that Alvarez plays, these are Pep players. Haaland has never been a Pep player, but he is just a guy who is just fitting into the Pep ideal. He's just fitting into the Pep ideal and the way that Pep is operating, man. Oh, thank you, Malmo. See, it was Malmo. Shout out to Cristiano dropping a 5-piece against Malmo. But just lastly here, Rodri, man. Why can't we award players that are worthy? What's wrong with awarding players that are worthy? Guys, he deserves it. Guys, Rodri deserves there's no shame in saying that Rodri deserves the award. There's no shame in saying that. Because his all-round game and importance to this team is paramount. Is it too much to say, if you had to pick who is City's best player right now, would it be too much to say that it's Rodri? Now, Haaland he's the goal scorer. We know what Bernardo Silva does and how important he is. We know what Akanji does. We know what Walker does. Like, Walker, he's their best defender. But in terms of all-round, taking everything into account, in terms of defending, passing, possession, goal scoring, I think if you take everything into account, Rodri is City's best player. Shout out to Protocol, says it's Rodri, yeah. I think he's City's best player. So my thing though is, why can't we award him? Why do we need to award the bigger name? Why can't we award the guy who deserves it? Why can't we award the guy who deserves it? I've said Rodri's because remember, you have to remember this though. Let's take it back to Barcelona. Who did Pep bring in from the B team? Busquets. You see, I remember when Pep used to play, and I always said that When Pep Guardiola was a poor man's Busquets. So that CDM position, that's Pep's position. So because that was Pep's position, Pep is very mindful of who plays that position because he played that role. He was the guy that's cultivated and coached and gave us Busquets. So he knows how important that role is. So you have to understand that what Rodri does and how important it is to that system, it makes sense that he's the best player. All I'm saying that shouldn't it be fair that he should be giving his flowers? He should be giving his flowers and he should be justly rewarded for being their best player. I think it's only fair. But it ain't gonna happen. But look, man, I mean, can City go back to back? Yes. Yes, they can go back to back. And here's the funny thing. See, if you're a Madrid fan, you want to hold on to something. So remember, this is the last season of this format. We are doing this crazy Swiss system of where everybody is in a league table. So what Real Madrid fans want to say is, we were the only team to defend the UCL title in this format. No one else did. So that's what they're hoping for. But Madrid fans are going to be real with you. Now, a UCL competition, anything can happen. And the beauty about a cup competition is anything can happen. The best team doesn't always win. You see, in a league, 9 times out of 10, the best team wins. That's what happens. In a league, the best team wins. So that's why they say that a league is the true measure of how good a team is. Because over 38 games, the cream rises to the top. So whoever comes good, they deserve to win. Guys, I believe that Argentina were the best team in 06. They didn't win. I believe that Germany were so Argentina were the best team in the 06 World Cup. They didn't win. I believe that Germany were the best team in the 2010 World Cup. They didn't win. Bro, Real Madrid were effective. Let's be real. I think City were the best team in that UCL 2 years ago. So in cup competitions, the best team doesn't always win because the beauty about cup competitions is about grit and about getting it done. So City are clearly the best team. But all it takes is one bad day. You can have 3, 4, 5, 6 bad days in a league and still win. One bad day in a cup, you're out. So that is why that is why we have to respect what Real Madrid did. Because of how the high level of the Champions League, because of how good teams were. Because remember, back in 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, the competition was far better. PSG were better. Barca were better. Juve were better. Everybody was better. So it's what Real Madrid did was crazy based on it's a cup competition, it's high jeopardy, one mistake you're out, and they were facing far stiffer competition. So, but that's why for City, based on how much weaker the competition is right now, you think to yourself that City can say, what's up? But it's a cup. It takes one bad day. It takes one bad day. On paper, they should beat Real. On paper, they should beat Bayern. One moment, one slip, one mistake. Edison having a complete brain-dead situation. Anything can happen, bro. Anything can happen, man. So, let me take some supers and then we'll go to the pièce de résistance. So, shout out to Abracadabra. HH Bricknets. Oh, no, look. Hopefully, mine says, look, guys, the Bricknets thing, it was, you don't even know the half of it, bro. It was a mess, man. It was a mess. It was a complete mess. The Bricknets was a complete mess. All right. So, let's get it. It's Antwerp. I get it. It's Antwerp. And we don't want to rep, and we're not really repping Antwerp here. So you should always take things in advance. You should always be very careful and mindful with the way you take things. You should always chill. You should always chill. So you don't want to get too much. It's the Tweps. It's the Tweps. And they ain't, trust me, these guys ain't great. But what we're not going to do is cook. See, what you're not going to allow me to do is to at least have a little bit of a cooking session because, see, I have never known a player as talented as Felix receive the amount of abuse that he has. Now, guys, the eye test is undefeated. Now, all because you pass the eye test doesn't mean that you'll be an amazing player. It does not mean this. But what I always say that those that pass the eye test and pass it with flying colors, give them some leeway. That's all I ask was just some leeway. I get the lack of output. I get the lack of effectiveness. But I just say, wait a minute. Guys, we know football. Guys, we are football guys. Guys, we're not just guys off the streets. We're not those dumbasses on the internet. Guys, we are football guys. We understand the ins and outs of football. And because we understand the ins and outs of football, we understand systems. We understand certain players work in certain places. Guys, are you going to tell me that Riquelme is a bomb? Just not tell me. Are you going to tell me that Riquelme is a bomb? Because Riquelme flopped at Barca. Are you going to tell me that Robin is a bomb? Robin flopped at Real Madrid. Cannavaro flopped at Real Madrid. So the environment you're in is very, very important as to how you're going to see through. Again, I have nothing against Simeone. Now, he doesn't play football the way I like, but I have nothing against him. All I said was Simeone views the game a certain way. Joao Felix views the game a certain way. And when you have a clash of minds, it makes it very difficult for a player to succeed if he's in an environment that views football and operates a certain way. So what I was always holding on to was, I know this. I've been watching football for far too long. I've been watching this for far too long to somehow deny the fact that this guy is talented. There is a way this guy views this game. There are certain decisions that he makes in this game that say, no, he can do something. You see, what I always give you close for is what is the things you think about. It may not come off. You may lose the ball. You may get dispossessed. But if you have the right mindset, I'm like, okay, you have the right mindset. We can work with this. You see, if I'm not working with a Timo Werner or Neong, I can't help you. Because Neong and Timo Werner, your brain cells are somewhere else. But if your brain wavelength is on that football, I'm like, I can work with you. So Atleti was never going to work. Simeone viewed the game a certain way. He wanted his players to play a certain way, and he gave his players specific instructions. Guys, look at what's happening at Chelsea right now. Guys, I'll take Felix back. I'll take Felix back. You see, those stupid idiots, those foolish Chelsea fans who are supporting this orphanage, youth, test tube, IVF, and baby crap, who said, oh, Felix, you lost the ball to me, I wouldn't want him. Oh, I think you'll take Felix back now. I think Chelsea could have done with a Felix back here now. Now, if he was back there, I think you're still giving it to Tito Jackson, who can't hit a freaking goal from 2 yards out. But you look at Barcelona, and Felix was under massive pressure. Guys, I spoke to Barca fans. Guys, you all know what Casey said. You know what Zeman said. And several Barca fans were like, Felix, this dude, this beta male, Joao 22, he allows his girlfriend to get railroaded. The worst of the worst, the most heinous things were leveled towards Joao Felix. And I just had to sit there and take it. But then I had to admit that, look, Felix, I believe in you. I know you are talented, but this has to work out. Because if this doesn't work out, your career is screwed. There's no way back at Chelsea. There is no way back at Atleti. This is your last chance. So all I ask for was just show the world what you're really about. Because I know there is a player there. But all because I know there's a player there, you have to show them. Guys, if Balotelli worked hard enough and put in the work, Balotelli is one of the best strikers of the generation. If Balotelli fully applied himself and took football seriously and took training seriously, Balotelli is a top 10 striker of all time. These are facts. Guys, I told you, I don't do opinions, I do scientific facts. So, talent is one thing. Having the ability is one thing. Training, application, your psychology, and just executing when the game comes through. So looking at this game right now, I know it's Antwerp, but you can only beat what's in front of you. Greater tests lie ahead, and I cannot wait until that Athletic game. I cannot wait until that Real Madrid game, and I cannot wait if hopefully Barca make it through the group, and now they face a big dog in a second or a quarter. So Felix now has to be relied upon in a big game. But when you just look at that goal that he scored, that was a psychological goal. You see, because he was like, no. Most guys will go bottom right. The keeper was thinking bottom right. Everybody was going bottom right. But I'm going to bamboozle, change everything. But because I'm a psychological player and I'm dealing with that mentality and I'm dealing with that aura, I'm going to give you that bottom left. Because that bottom left, the keeper couldn't move. Because the keeper had sold his soul. The keeper had sold his soul, his family, and all his crown jewels to the bottom right. But Felix said, go. But I'm going to give that bottom left. Keeper couldn't move. And you see that pass to the ski? Now, the ski is a geriatric. He's old. He's a geriatric. He has a pace back. He has a Zimmer frame. He can't run anymore. He's not physically there anymore. Hence why Witsel Hoke is needed in January. But there is still a goal scorer there. You see, you may lose your legs and your physicality. You never lose your goal scoring instincts. And what the ski just needs is just give me supply. Now, if I miss, it's on me. But if you don't supply for me, it ain't on me. It is only on me if you supply and I miss. So what you have from Felix is that I am giving you that supply chain. I'm giving you that Salini. I'm giving you that Lala. And see, that's pass. That's a pass. You see, bro, not all assists are the same. Not all assists are the same. But that pass he gave to your boy, woo-wee. Inch perfect. So suddenly, and that's why I want to bring it back to Ousmane Dembele. Barca fans, see, what Felix has done in these 2 games for Barca, I don't think Dembele did in his entire career for Barcelona. Because as talented as Dembele is, the guy simply just doesn't have a football brain. And bro, I was Dembele FC. But Dembele, for too long, you just did not really apply yourself fully. You know, he's not really applying himself fully. But what we're now seeing from Felix is a guy who he has a football brain. He's thinking about what he's doing and the decision making is there. So this guy is key. So suddenly, Javi, you now have an extremely important member of your team. You just have an important member of your team. And for me, I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him because what Mendes was doing, signing a 9-year contract is crazy because, guys, see, that's the whole point. Under no circumstance should any player, under any circumstance, sign a contract longer than 4 years. I believe the maximum you should sign is 4 years because you just never know. Even if you may be sure you believe it's right, under no circumstance should you ever sign a contract that is more than 4 years. Because 4 years, review. But once you now put pen to paper for 7 years and you make that commitment, it's crazy because you just never know. Even if it seems right, even if on the surface it seems right, it seems amazing, you just never know. Why do they say that? In case of a rainy day, take an umbrella. But it's sunny. I know. But just take an umbrella. But bro, this club is right for me. No. Just do 4. 2 years in, oh man, it ain't good. It's cool. It ain't good. You can now say what's up. So, look, it's Antwerp. They're garbage. They're great. And Barca definitely should have beaten them. But my thing is, these are confidence boosters. And this is what I said like in my preview. This game wasn't about whether Barca won or lost. We knew they were going to win. It was about the performance and it's about what the formation is going to be because Javi now needs to really build his team and really get down what your formation is, what your strategy is, what your role players are. I feel for Javi, a decision has already been made. Because you see, as a manager, I want you to force me to make a decision. I want you to go down and force me to make a decision. And I think what Felix has done is, you can't drop me. Like, Javi right now is, no, I can't drop this guy. He's giving me goals. He's giving me goals. He's giving me assists. He's scoring and he's creating. And also, he is fitting extremely well into the team. He is fully in sync and in vibe with the team. We all know when Javi was playing, bro. We know this jersey. You know, we all know this, guys. We know what Javi was doing. So Javi 1000% knows what it means to be in sync and have chemistry with the team, because chemistry, that is the ABC of football right now. So let me say something really crazy, and I'll come to your other dubs right now. Let me say something really crazy. City are the clear favorites. Clear favorites. Now, we see Bayern United, we'll see, because remember, I'm working on the preview, so you'll see that. So Bayern United, that's there. I think Bayern are second. I'm going to put Bayern second favorites. Then after Bayern, I'll probably throw in Real Madrid. So those three, City, way ahead. Bayern, Real Madrid. If we're looking at outsiders, Barca are an outside threat because nobody sees them doing anything. They're full underdogs. They haven't gone past the group stage in the last 2 years. They've not been past the group stage since Messi has left. So nobody is looking at them. Yeah, we get it's Barca, but they've so been out of the main eye of the UCL. Nobody's looking at them at anything. But I'm not just looking at this team. I'm looking at the chemistry. I'm looking at the fact that Lewandowski is still there. I'm looking at the acquisitions that they've made. Pedri still needs to come back. And we know how important Pedri is to this team. And I'm thinking of like Pedri and with Felix there. Araujo to come back. If Barca win this group, they get a favorable draw in the second round. Once they're now in the quarters and everybody is fit, Barca are outside threats. Now, I know what you're going to say. Javi. The issue here is Javi. For me, I feel that this team is talented enough to make a run. Not to win. Not to win, to make a run. Villarreal made a run. They didn't, but they made a run. So this Barca team can make a run. Bro, did anybody think Inter would get to the final? Good cup team, favorable run and everything, but perfect. What's the difference there between Inter and Barca? Because I believe this Barca team have way more, they are more talented than that Inter team. But what's the big difference? Simone Inzaghi. Simone Inzaghi is an outstanding tactician. And the problem that's going to hold Barca back is Javi. Because this UCL, you need to be a tactician. You need to know what you're doing, because you're going up against the very best tacticians. You're going up against a Tuchel. You're going up against a Pep. You're going up against a Simeone. So you're going up against a Luis and Enrique. So you're going up against guys. So you're going to have to be a top tier tactician. And my issue is when it now comes down to substitutions, formation, making those key picks. Is Javi going to make those right decisions? That's the issue. Because remember, Javi is still inexperienced. I think Javi does well in the league. So, but Javi, I think that is my fear here. And you see, you can't just learn these things. But that is where a Pedri is important. That's where a Felix could potentially be important. Because in this kind of UCL thing, you need a guy. You need a guy. 1-1, 75th minute, you just need a guy. You need a guy to come and say what's up. Okay? You need a guy just to come in and just to say what's up and say, yo, what's popping off? What's popping off? So, Barca, let's see what they do. They're an outside threat. But for me, guys, I'm happy. I am so happy for Felix. Because, guys, if you love football, you should be happy for Felix. Guys, I'm sorry. If you're seeing what Felix is doing, you appreciate football. You're not PNP merchants, but you actually appreciate intelligent football players that don't rely on their physicality. You have to be happy with what Felix is doing. And I'm just so happy that he found a team that was on his same wavelength. Because I said, no, this guy is good. This guy is good. This guy is good. There is a talent here. There is a talent here. He just needs the right fit, which is why this is very important. For agents, I hope you're listening. Don't just shop your clients to any place. Take your clients to the right team. Not just any team, not just to the best team, not just to the biggest team. Take your client to the right team. Know his qualities, know his strengths, know his weaknesses, and find the right environment for him. Mendes, you clearly didn't know your clients, because if you knew who Felix was, and you knew the kind of player he was from Benfica, and you knew what Simeone is about and what Atleti is about, why would you sign a 7-year contract for Atleti unless it was a Ponzi scheme and you were making money on the side, which I think you were? Let's keep it a stack. Simeone looks like a gangster. Okay, when Simeone has his hair slicked black and he's wearing all black, the guy looks like a mob boss. So I wouldn't be surprised if him and Mendes were making some money on the side, and that 7-year contract was part of some kind of weird blood pacts where they're earning some cheddar in brown envelopes. So that's what I'm saying. But look, man, for Felix, bro, I mean, guys, he's cooking. He's cooking. But you see, I don't want to go to one because I don't want to jinx him. I don't want to jinx your boy. I don't want to jinx your boy. I just want to say, we move in silencio. That's what I'm saying. We move in silencio. We move, because guys, I told you, I ain't rapping Haaland. Shout out to Haaland. Scores all those goals. Esports FC. I'm probably not getting a bummer's game. The Earl of Norway. What's up, baby? Thor. Your boys Vikings. Shout out to the Vikings. They probably wouldn't have him because I'm the wrong skin tone. Shout out to my blonde blue brothers out there. Shout out, what's up? But all I'm saying though is, shout out to my blonde brother. But I'm old school. See, Felix is just reminding us that, football lives. Football lives. He's reminding us that, footballers are still around here with this peace. Guys, all I ask is for technique. Guys, I don't ask for much in life. All I ask are for techniques, lalas, shom legs, and salinis. That's all I ask. Salinis, lalas, and shom legs. I was put onto this earth to protect the technique. And Felix is the guy that says you have to. I don't need the techniques left. I'm trying to bring those techniques back on down peace. So yes, because guys, I told you, and Marshall FC got disbanded, and I left there. I've just disbanded Ousmane Dembele FC. I just switched off the lights. I just gave the keys back to the landlord. So Ousmane Dembele FC, you can go to the building. It's been shut down. So guys, I'm warning you right now. Don't go to the Ousmane Dembele FC building. It has been shut down. Everything is closed. The doors are locked. And guys, Hazard FC, bro. McDonald's just put in a bid, and I think McDonald's and Wendy are now co-owners of Hazard FC. So Hazard FC is now a food joint right now. So, and again, for me, I don't eat fast food. So once Hazard FC became a fast food joint co-owned by McDonald's and Wendy's, I was out. So guys, a lot of FCs have fell. A lot of these FCs have fallen. But the Felix FC is trying to rise up and say what's up. It's trying to rise up and say what's up. So let me go to your supers, man. Okay, let's see where are we at. So from QCA, it's Royal Ants Tweps. Joao 22 still lives. You see, we're not going to do that. See, QCA, we're not going to do that. See, that's just being ridiculous. See, you're being really ridiculous right now. After this guy won man of the match, delivered a masterclass, scored a superb G and a superb assist. You can't. Did you see that assist? Did you see that assist that he gave? You're not going to now call him Joao 22 and start clowning him after he just produced that assist. We're not going to do that, bro. Please, don't do that, man. From Just 3, think of the dub. What the hell? Ivan Providel, wow. At the death, incredible. Wait. Ivan Pro. Oh, hold up. Because see, I wasn't watching the Lazio game. Wait, what did I miss? Sorry, what did I miss? Did a keeper score or something? Oh wait, hold on. Did a keeper score? Because guys, my internet was down for like the last half hour. What happened? Streets, talk to me. Because I had no internet Wait, hold up. Wait, what was the score? Wait, what was the final score? You're lying. You're lying. Oh, you see, bricknets, man. Guys, I didn't have internet for like 30 minutes. Oh, it was 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. Okay, what? Wow. 1-1. Okay, all right. Guys, I had no guys, bro. I was literally shutting down, rebooting my router for ages and all that kind of stuff, only to find out that I had to pretty much again. This is if your internet matches, I had to release change my DNS settings because my ISP is being a prick. Yeah, guys, I didn't have internet for like the last half hour. Wow, damn. Oh my gosh, 95th minute. Oh, bombletico, man, bombletico. So where are we at? Where are we at here? Shout out to Croyvan 18. Did you see Cancelo pulling out the Rabona? Man, need more of it. That's football HH. That's the game we love and less of the robotic stuff. Nobody like Dino. You see, I get it. You need to be effective. I understand. When you're playing at such a high level, this is not tiddlywinks on the 12th. When you're playing at such a high level, you need to be effective. I get that, I understand that. But guys, it is called the beautiful game. You know? It is called the beautiful game. It isn't called the beautiful UN. It isn't called the beautiful political speech. It's called the beautiful game. One of my favorite players ever was Marcelo. Marcelo wasn't the greatest defender, but he entertained. Cancelo ain't the greatest defender, but my God, that guy knows how to play football. See, when I say a footballer, I mean a guy when the ball is at his feet, what kinds of things can he do with the ball at his feet? And bro, I told you, Cristiano, I don't think you have an excuse. Because Portugal have players. Like, guys, see, I thought Portugal's golden generation was Euro 2000. So, yeah, Japinto, Sapinto, Rui Costa, I think Conceição, and of course, Figo. I thought that was a golden generation. No. This crew that Portugal have is insane. It's insane. And Barca have two of Portugal's most talented footballers. But yeah, Cancelo, bro, the kinds of things Cancelo is able to do with a ball, the kinds of things that he's able to do is incredible. Now, Dani Alves is Dani Alves. And it would be wrong of us, and unfair of us now starts to compare him to Dani Alves. We can't do that. That is wrong. But my Lord, he's better than Sergio Roberto. Like, he's better than Sergio Roberto, who only has a career because of Neymar. So I think that, bro, Barca are now bringing back that football that entertained everybody back from what's it called, 06 to like 2013, 2014, 2015. And Cancelo is that guy, he's a baller. And guys, we need more ballers in this game. Because you see, the issue that we have in football is people are so stats-driven. Stats. GA, stats, GA, stats, GA. And you can't be so stats-driven. You can't be so stats-driven. It makes no sense. Yes, stats are important, but entertain. And that's why I say that the ITS is important. There are some things in football that you cannot see in numbers. The kinds of things that Marcelo would do on the pitch. The kind of things that Dani Alves would do on the pitch. The kind of things that Dini would do on the pitch. The kind of things that Cancelo, the kind of things that Cancelo does, it ain't going to be recorded. So it may say, oh, dribble completed. But what kind of dribble was it? What kind of technique was it? Was it a Perez? Was it a short leg? Was it a Colo? So that's why you have to watch the games. Stop looking at that data sheet and that stats sheet. Yes, it helps you to a degree, but sit your ass down and watch the damn game. So yeah, man. Shout out to your boy Casey, the number one hitter. It's twerp. Relax. He needs to be consistent. Casey, I get that. But Casey, you can only beat what's in front of you. 100%. I'm not saying Felix is now amazing. And I just said that, look, it's Real Betis. It's the Royal Twerps. Now, let's see what you do in October against Real Madrid. Let's now see what happens when you go against your old club, which is going to be very emotional when you now play Atletico Madrid. So that's when we're now really going to see you be tested. But for now, give him his flowers. Like, there is nothing wrong in giving Felix his flowers, but say, but still be consistent. So, Casey, the dub I wanted to see is Felix was great, but I want to see him be consistent and do this against better opposition. So you can praise him, but expect more. I want to see that praise, Casey. Please, I want to see that praise because you were one of the main haters. I want to see that praise. Croivanity. Hoke added ingenuity to this attack. It's all on Javi. You see, look, bro, because that kid looks good. Remember, that kid is Brazilian. So if homeboy comes in, you got Pedri, you got Felix, bro. Ferran Torres is balling. Ferran Torres is saying what's up. Ferran Torres is saying what's up. Myself is saying what's up. Because the geriatric needs some help. That's why I say, look, man, this team has a talent to make a run. Not to win it or go all the way, but they're talented enough to make a run because there are individuals here. There is talent here. There is enough technique here. Now, obviously, Hoke is coming into a new team, and I think coming into the UCL is a massive step up, but the talent is there. It's one thing when you have no talent and it's hard to say what's up, but once the talent is there, there's a little bit of excuse that you can have. So you've got to cook. You've got to cook. Shout out to Lovecraft's Mind Diamond. HH, we need a 1 versus 2 interview like Ricardo, but with Z-Man and Casey. Also, Joao Ballon d'Or run when are we starting the campaign? You see, Minecraft, let's chill. Let's relax. Let's just hold our horses here. Again, let's take each game as it comes. For me, I feel slightly vindicated because, see, people can say, oh, it's only Betis and the Royal Twebs. I know what people were saying before Felix landed here. Guys were saying this guy was going to be a failure. I don't want him. He's useless. He's ineffective. He's going to be a failure. So people said he was going to be an abject failure. So against Betis, people didn't think Felix was going to ball. Even against Antwerp, Felix. So I'm sorry. Forget the opposition. He's proven people wrong. People said he would be a total and abject failure. He wasn't wanted at all at Barcelona. So the fact that, bro, let's keep it a stack. He has completely changed the complexion of Barcelona attack. He has changed the complexion of Barcelona's attack completely. Completely. And I think if you ask Javi would be like, bro, I didn't think he was going to have this effect. Like, I knew he was talented. Javi did not believe he was going to have this kind of an effect. And even for me, I knew he was talented. I didn't think that he would be so impactful so quickly. So, yeah, man. But we must move in silence, bro. So, yeah, man. No, but we move in silence, man. So, look, and I mean, just lastly, where are we? Let me just close this down. You see, so, yeah, I watched the whole Milan against... See, I've not watched the other highlights of the other games. So I watched Milan against Newcastle. Milan messed up. Milan really messed up. You see, for me, that is a great point for Newcastle. You see, for Newcastle, I think it was a massive step up for them in the UCL, and I think they suffered a lot. But Milan, you messed up, bro. Like, you can't have all of those opportunities and not come away with any cheddar. I'm sorry. Like, you had too many opportunities not to come away with any cheddar, and they came away with no freaking cheddar. They came away with no freaking cheddar, man. I'm like, no bueno, man. No bueno. And you see, for Milan, this issue for Milan. You didn't beat Newcastle at the crib. You now have to go away at Newcastle. And Newcastle, you now have that thing in for you. Okay, cool, yeah. So basically, I am. What's I going to say? So the Bayern United preview, I've recorded it. It's guys, I went old school. When your boy went old school, so that's going to drop like early in the morning. So guys in the UK will get that like pretty early. So guys like in Western Europe will get that like pretty early. So guys on East Coast, West Coast, by the time you wake up, you should be able to see it, man. So I'm not going to say it right now. So I'm going to wait until you view that there. So Real Madrid against Union Berlin, that's the early kickoff. Real should win. Real should win. Guys, Berlin are something. Berlin, because I think it's Real against Napoli on match day 2. And I think that's in the Naples Stadium. Real should be really wearable because Union Berlin are a solid team. They're a solid team. But Real should get it done. I think Real should get it done. And I think that might be like a 1-0 for Real Madrid. It should be a 1-0 for Real Madrid. See, look, man, I know people hate them. People talk about them. I think personally, it's actually going to be a lot of fun seeing Barcelona. Sorry, seeing Arsenal back in the UCL. I actually think that's going to be a lot of fun seeing them back in the UCL. But look, man, because it's been so long since they've been in the UCL. It's been so long since those guys have been in the UCL. So it's gonna be fun to see Arsenal back. And they Arsenal beats PSV. Arsenal beats PSV. Oh, so yeah. Diego Armando Maradona Stadium, yeah. So, but I think Arsenal should be. Arsenal should really top that group. Let's keep it a stack. Arsenal should really be top of that group and saying what's up, man. Don't come on, no, don't, man. I mean, look, it was a great run, man, but bro, you've got to score, man. I mean, you have to score. You have to score. Like you really do have to score, man. So guys, look, man, it's been swell, it's been good to remember. So I will be on Twitch. Hopefully my Bricknets won't play, but I will be on Twitch for Bayern against United. So Bayern United, the preview is gonna go up. I'll be live on Twitch, and we will now do it in Hangouts form. So we will do this in Hangouts form later on in the evening on Wednesday, and we'll bring in the whole panel for everyone to come in and say what's up, man. So, guys, peace out. Stay true, stay real. Bricknets, you pricks. Joao Felix lives. Felix lives.